I'd read a book by E.O. Wilson called Biodiversity of Life, and in that book, Wilson describes how biological diversity was really the last frontier of human discovery. There are millions of species waiting to be discovered in the canopies of tropical rainforests, in the deep sea, or in the soil beneath our feet. I found this idea extremely compelling and inspiring, and from that moment I knew I wanted to be a biodiversity scientist.
I work on the relationship between ecosystems, climate, and infectious disease. So I'm really interested in how wildlife, people, and the environment interact to shape how diseases spread and their impacts. My disciplinary background is in ecology, and that, I guess, came from, just as with a lot of ecologists, like a childhood wonder at the natural world and interest in wildlife.
I grew up in a farming community and I was surrounded by this beautiful ecology everywhere. And I did a lot of paddling in streams when I was a child. So I think being a freshwater ecologist was embedded in me.
I became interested in bird watching and birds and conservation from a young age. From the age of something like 4, apparently, I was spotting birds with a monocular when I was tiny and telling everybody what they were. In time, I started to take an interest in biodiversity and conservation.
I've always had a fascination with the natural world. And alongside that, I've always had a fascination with maths and statistics. And so coupling those two interests to study where biodiversity is found in different parts of the world and also how it's changing as a result of human actions was a natural route for me.
My research focuses on using and developing genetic technologies to monitor biodiversity on large scales. So looking at all those secret undiscovered parts of biodiversity, from fungi to invertebrates, genetic technologies give us a special window into what's happening with biodiversity.
What fascinates me is how animals behave in their natural habitats. So I've dived on coral reefs, looking at coral reef fish behaviour. I've been in rainforests, and I've been on the dank Norfolk coast in the salt marshes looking at beetles. And it's always extraordinary to see animals behaving in their natural habitats, all parts of the web of life.
Thinking about biodiversity at all these different levels is what's so inspiring about being a biologist. Why do I just want to study how humans make decisions and what humans do when they're faced with environments? I can try and understand how other organisms do this as well. This idea of why is life the way that it is and why hasn't it become like this is really interesting to me. So that's why I kind of study what I study, which is why organisms are only found in some places and not others, and how they can evolve in new directions.
Every different way that we approach studying biodiversity throws up new answers, and it creates new questions for us to try and address.